guys, and welcome to this new video about Cross the Ages. Today we're going to talk about the reverse and the lands in the Cross the Ages project. So guys, let's start with the lands. And what are the land in Cross the Ages? So the game of Cross the Ages where the land will be in the future is called Rise. And so the land in Rise are equivalent to land in the real world that's called RWA. And those lands in United States of America are based on decarbonized extra production capacity of electricity, and this low-cost green energy is useful for AI investors, Bitcoin mining, data centers. So what makes this project of lands in Cross the Ages unique? The attractive yield it's gonna offer you is really impressive, and we will see that later in the video. So the nickname of the Cross the Ages RWA project is Reverse. So when I'm going to talk later about the lands in Cross the Ages, I will probably use this word. So let's talk about reverse. First of all, in reverse, we have 3 levels of yield you can get. The first one is called the proof of ownership. So for this one, you will have half of the total amount of yield you can get, and you have nothing to do more than being an owner of one of the land in a rise. The second level of yield is called proof of activity, and this one offers you 25% in addition to the level 1. To reach 75% of the maximum yield you can get with the lands. And I will explain later in the video how you can get this extra yield and what are the conditions to obtain it. Okay, and finally, the last level, the last one, the proof of defense, and this one offers you the opportunity to get the maximum yield, 100%. And I will explain also later in the video how you can get the 25% in addition to the level 2 to reach the total amount of yield you can get from a land in a rise. First of all, how do I obtain proof of ownership? As I said previously, for this one, you only have to be the owner of the land and you will have nothing else to do. Just the fact that you invest in this project and the fact that you're the owner of the NFT and also of the equivalent of the NFT in the real world will guarantee you half of the maximum yield. How can you obtain the proof of activity? So for this level of yield, you will need to accumulate number of victory points, VP, and these points are only obtainable by playing the games of the Cross the Ages project. So the TCG, there are some useful NFT assets that will help you to maximize your yield from the land in a rise and in the Cross the Ages project. So the first ones are the min passes, so the red, green, blue, legacy, and golden legacy min pass, and the other assets are the cards from the TCG. You have 2 opportunities to get your victory points. The first one is by playing the TCG game, and when you will play a game and win the game in ranked mode or normal mode, you will get some VP, or you can also play PvE and go into some dungeons and earn less points, but that will help you to reach the second level too. So the other chance for you to do that is to use the passive effect of the min pass. Depending on the min pass you're holding in your wallet, you will have a bonus each day. And this bonus is between 25 VP a day for the red min pass and 100 VP a day for blue min pass, legacy, golden and golden legacy min pass. But this will help you to reach the second level of the min pass without playing as much as if you are not holding one of these min pass. And this is a quite good opportunity to save time for you by just holding an NFT in your wallet. And finally, how do you obtain the proof of defense? So for this last level, we don't have a lot of information from the project, so the only thing we know is written in the white paper of Cross the Ages on their website, and it's written that we will need a lot of cards to organize the best possible defense to reach the maximum level of yield. Let's now talk about the first sale of the Cross the Ages project about the lands, and this sale will be the Genesis one. It will involve a 4 megawatt power farm in Oregon, United States of America. And this farm is valued at $2.8 million. First of all, the level of the lands. So for the Genesis land, we will have 5 different levels, and the price will be between $200 for the level 1 and $50,000 for the level 5. I've put all the information needed to take conscious of the yield you can get with the different level of lands. So for example, for the level 1, if you're just the owner of the land, you will get 5% without doing anything else. And if you're trying to reach the proof of defense level for the level 1 land, you can get up to 10% of yield. For example, I will take the level 5, the big one, so $50,000. And for this one, just the fact that you're owning one of the lands will get you a 15% yield. And this can even reach 30% if you're going through the proof of defense level. As you can see from the graph, level 1 land are the most common. accounting for over 75% of all the Genesis land, and the land level 2 will be available also for 20% of the supply, but for the last 3 levels they will be very rare. So if you want to invest in one of these lands, you'd better be well prepared. So let's now talk about the sale process. So this process will be in 2 phases. The phase 1 will be during 1 week and will only be for the land access holders. And just after this phase 1, you will have the phase 2, and this one is first come first served until sold out for all the lands that will be still available at this moment. I can hear you right now, and you're saying, oh, but how do I obtain my land access if I want to be part of the phase 1 during the sales of the Genesis land? No worries, I will explain everything to you. I will start with the land level 2 and more, because it's quite easy to understand. So you have 2 options. The first one is the airdrop for the min pass holder, and depending of the level of the min pass you have, you will get land access of the equivalent level. So for the legacy min pass, you will get land access level 2. For the golden min pass, you will get a random choice between the land access level 3 and the level 4. And if you're a lucky owner of the golden legacy min pass, you will get land access for level 5 land. The other option for the land access is to use the secondary market, and this one is a solution for the land level 2 and more, and also for the land level 1. So in addition of the secondary market, the other opportunity for you to get the land access level 1 is to use the lottery system. So first of all, what are the requirements to participate in the lottery? You will need a KYC Cross The Ages account, you will need a red, green or blue min pass in your wallet, and you will need a lottery ticket. So for the lottery ticket of the Genesis land, you have 2 options. You can buy one of them on the marketplace, or you can have them by opening a Season 2 Mantris pack. So depending of the min pass you're holding in your wallet, you will have several chances to participate in the lottery. So for example, for the blue min pass, you will have 10 possibilities for each lottery, and the entry price per ticket will cost you $1 in CTA token. There are 2 options for each lottery ticket. If the ticket is a loser one, so the participant gets back his lottery ticket but not the CTA token stake. If the ticket is drawn, the winner gains access to the land access level 1, and he does not get back his winning lottery ticket and his participation in CTA token. So after the sale process, you will maybe have the chance to invest in one of the land of Cross The Ages, but what about the start of return on investment? When will you get your money? So at the end of the phase 2, you will get your land on your wallet, and as the reverse of Cross The Ages works, you will get your land in real world also, and the yield will start monthly after the first months of industrial production in real world. To conclude and summarize, the first Genesis sale will take place in September 2024. If you want to be sure of getting a land, it's best to take part in the phase 1 of the sales process. At the end of the phase 2, you will have your NFT land, and the yield will start to be paid to you 1 month after the industrial suit starts operating in the real world. Oh, and one last thing that may be of interest. Until the land is available in the Arise game, you can be plundered. So that means that the proof of defense level is therefore easier to reach by waiting for Arise. Thank you guys for watching and listening. That was not easy for me to do the video all in English, so if you have any questions, just write them in the comments and I will answer you. See you next time for another video.
Aux ombres de Masada, les légendes se racontent. l'acier, la magie et la technologie s'unissent pour l'éternité. Dans la danse des capsules et des sorts, nos esprits se rencontrent, travers les feux de l'apparition.